It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's a Tuesday morning and we welcome you back to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Thanks so much for choosing to start the day off with us. We hope you're having fun and certainly feeling those feel-good vibes. JP Sebastian back again on the hot seat. We're talking Golden Globes. The 76th annual Golden Globes took place yesterday in the early hours of the morning.
That's
3 o'clock.
South African yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. And he was sitting up watching it for us so that he could bring us the best of the best.
The devotion
We love it.
of it all.
This is the first awards of there are probably about 12 more that we'll be talking about until the Oscars on the 24th of Feb. So
You're going to be really busy.
But awards season is exciting. There's red carpets. There's
I have 9 lives. I can sleep when I'm dead.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you enjoy award season?
I'm one of these people who, and probably there's some element of you guys and the viewers too, who are like this. Like you go, it's all corrupt, and they always get the wrong answers, and then I'll never watch it, I'll boycott it, and then the Olympics or the World Cup, you're just secretly no one will know, even though it was such a stick in the mud, I'll watch it anyway. So it's addictive, man.
Yeah, it really is.
Although the thing is, can you ever compare 2 pieces of art next to each other? You probably can't.
Really tricky.
But it's thrilling enough. How do you compare Black Klansman to Bohemian Rhapsody? They're 2 different stories, 2 different walks of life, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But
this year we've seen some it was really interesting in terms of the nominations that took place there. I mean, some really strong contenders. So
topical stuff comes through, race, gender, etc., etc.
And so that makes it really difficult to sort of...
How do you say whose subject is more important?
Because all of them are.
Absolutely. And
all movies matter.
Okay. I'll contend that black movies matter. But anyway, the thing is, however, and so there's another thing. I think this is a mistake people make. Someone wins Katlego, and then they go, that must mean Thabiso's the worst because he came second.
Which is not the case.
No, everyone deserves to be there. I think let's talk about some of the categories, though.
Let's do that. Yeah, best performance by an actress in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. Who did that go to?
That went to, for the favorite, that was 5 nominations they got, and one of them was for this, Olivia Colman. She won for being Queen Anne. It looks like a completely bananas movie. We only get it in South Africa, I think, in 2 weeks' time. But it's got all sorts of clout behind it, all sorts of people going wild for it, including Rachel Weisz in the background, who you can see there, and Emma Stone, who are also cast in this, who Olivia Colman called her, and she was quite sheepish about saying it in a speech. She called them her bees. I can't say the word, her female dogs.
I thought besties, bro.
I thought bees, beehive. That didn't make sense. Charlize Theron was also nominated, and I was really hoping that she would win it for Trudy.
No one is wrong for being there. No one is wrong for winning. All of these actresses were especially strong in this category. So, but Charlize, I love that she's constantly doing something different in all of her movies.
Yeah. And then if we move over to the best performance by an actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy, there was Christian Bale, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Viggo Mortensen.
Put in some accent on everything.
After Lin-Manuel Miranda, you got to say Mortensen. Robert Redford and John C. Reilly, who was the winner there?
Robert Redford, we spoke about earlier this morning. He did not take it, surprisingly, I suppose, because he's going to, I thought, because he's retiring and all that kind of business. However, Christian Bale, surprise, surprise, the guy who goes through these major transformations in the movies. He's either putting on 40 kilos or getting stick thin. In this one, he became Dick Cheney.
But he's normal now. That's amazing. How did he do that? That's crazy.
I worry about this guy's kidneys, really. He's not doing his body any good by gaining the kind of weight he does. But he must have secret powers, because one of the people that he thanked in his speech, which was one of my favorite moments of the night, is he thanked Satan.
Yeah, we spoke about that earlier. That doesn't make sense. Do you understand what that is about?
Absolutely, and that's why the crowd cheered. So he's thanked Satan for the inspiration for the character of Dick Cheney, who was the ex-vice president of the United States of America, who is a war criminal and lied about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq so that he could kill in excess of 200,000 Iraqi people, and still is not in jail today.
We see the association there.
And so someone got political, and Christian Bale rightly thanked Satan for for inspiring the evil character that Dick Cheney is.
All right.
His family did not like it on social media, by the way, but I don't think Christian Bale cares. He's rolling in gold.
I mean, the irony of his name being Christian as well. Best motion picture, musical, or comedy. Who was the winner there?
So this went to Green Book. which Mahershala Ali won for supporting actor. Those categories, I couldn't talk about all of them, obviously.
Yeah.
We love Mahershala Ali. Green Book, however, is a controversial movie to win because, speaking about all lives matter and that kind of thing, it's great that someone wants to tell a story about two races, a white person and a black person, like meeting together, crossing bridges and building, breaking down walls rather than building them kind of thing. But after its win, social media has been abuzz with stories about how the family of one of the characters wasn't actually contacted for permission. Oh. And I mean, this is a story. The Green Book, by the way, it's a horrifying little thing. It's something that an African-American man made this book of where is safe for black people to stop in the south of the United States, in America, without being lynched. Safe the restaurants, safe garages, all that kind of stuff. And so this is an important movie set in the 60s, Civil Rights America, and they put a white character at the front, and Mahershala Ali takes a back seat to watch. It's such an important political time and story, but maybe it's good enough that people are trying to talk about these stories where people should be working together, spreading some love, rather.
And I guess that's the question. Do people go, maybe it's good enough versus, but...
whose story were you telling?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to there. But okay.
And so at least Black Panther was nominated. Didn't win anything, unfortunately. But
you can't say at least Black Panther. I don't know. Just on that train of thought, you can't say that. But anyway, so
like $2 billion.
Those were the best performances of actress and actor in a motion picture, and of course, best motion picture, musical or comedy. Can we do some more chat later?
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
I've still got like 2 hours to stay awake.
Stay here.
Fantastic.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. We're back with JP Sebastian talking Golden Globes. It's, of course, awards season, dude. We were just talking now. There's lots happening from now up until the Oscars.
To come. And then we're going to talk about some of the winners here. I'll just say to the viewers is that the Golden Globes notoriously isn't the best predictor of the outcomes at the Oscars. So just because you won a Globe, so for best drama, for example, at Golden Globe, there's a 50% chance you become the best drama at the Oscars.
Okay.
So
it's a 50%.
Okay. Thereabouts. No, and for real, that's like statistically speaking. Yeah. So if your actor didn't win here, it's not the end of the road for them.
Okay, because I'm still rooting. I'm a big fan of Bradley Cooper, man. And I see he didn't walk away with it.
So you watched A Star Is Born, and
that's the thing. I'm talking as if I actually did not see it. But I've been following it very closely in terms of the waves it's been making.
And you can tell, though, the dude is he's the kind of guy who immerses himself, like, completely. From head to toe. He actually cares about work, like making labor of acting, not just picking up the check and leaving kind of thing.
Exactly. No, he's brilliant, man. But yeah, listen, but let's talk about some more winners, specifically, I think, focusing on the drama
Yeah,
categories.
We just chatted about comedy and musical. The Globes are so weird, man. These splits are confusing for a lot of people. Which other categories do you add? Like, why isn't action there or something? Like, why is musical with comedy? Is that comedy is worse than drama? But whatever, that's another debate for another time.
Yeah.
Leading female for a drama.
Okay.
There were so many names here that I could have put in this category instead, but all of these women are strong. Good grief, can the world believe that Glenn Close beat Lady Gaga? I think that, I don't know, there's probably police on the streets right now trying to calm the Gaga fans. I'm trying not to step on stones and get myself killed. That's
clearly
Close.
Very surprised.
That's the face of a woman who knows she might get murdered by a Lady Gaga fan. But wow, so she was in The Wife. Oh, JP's moving around in the chair again. This upsets the camera people. He's going to very still.
Still, JP.
Sorry. So The Wife is what she acted in. She was just the strongest feature of that entire movie.
Yeah.
Like the movie itself, quite plain kind of thing, but Glenn Close, if you're a young actor and you need to take tips from anyone, that whole movie is like a lecture. She is a masterclass in acting. If I could do the slow, angry blink she does, I'd win every argument. But yeah, all of those ladies who were there, this is a dumb thing that we do as well. Just because someone won, we assume, oh, that must mean everyone, we must trash them. Like,
exactly.
No, all of those actresses are so good. Lady Gaga was excellent. It was so weird that she didn't win.
Yeah.
But maybe right that after such a long time, Glenn Close gets...
Yeah, look, like you rightly said, I mean, I think the divide is so small between all of them. They are all unbelievably good. Let's move on to best performance by an actor in a motion picture.
And so the pickings...
For drama,
there were some names that I might not have included here as well, because there were so many good performances last year, and some movies that were totally excluded. Blind Spotting, which is on circuit at the moment in South Africa. Sorry to Bother You, which hasn't come here yet. But we have seen this one, Bohemian Rhapsody's Rami Malek
Yes.
walked away with Best Lead in a Drama. You look like you're not too sweet on the
I'm
idea.
not surprised at all. I'm not surprised.
Guy
that he
was
won.
incredible. Have you,
Dude, I've been just following everything that's been happening around the movie. I'm yet to see it, but I've been looking at some of the behind-the-scenes footage and how he approached the role and what he did to step into Freddie Mercury's shoes.
Gestures that he does, the
Dude.
face is exactly the same from the smallest aspects. Like so, for such a young actor to be that attuned to himself, his body editor, I have a lot of respect for him. And when I saw him win that award, I was like, yes, makes sense. He is the strongest feature of a movie that is purely mediocre, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I
Bohemian
remember
Rhapsody
you
as
were
a
saying,
whole
yeah.
is flat. And in fact, I think even the general public are putting it at sort of like a meh, like we enjoy the music, but it's not
Yeah.
going to be memorable or whatever.
But yeah.
And so, surprise, surprise, who wins Best Picture according to the Golden Globes? I think this winner, Bohemian Rhapsody, made a lot of people instantly search, how are winners selected at the Golden Globes? Everyone who's Googling, they're like 90 journalists, which is a very small number, who choose these winners. So it turns out, however, that they felt that Bohemian Rhapsody was the greatest movie we produced in 2018.
Look, those 90 are very influential.
Apparently,
Same.
they decide the revenue of movies. So, like after an Oscar win, your revenue, if you're a tiny movie like Moonlight, will go up 400% between weekends. It's a big
you
deal.
see, exactly.
But no, Bohemian Rhapsody did not deserve it, and it's another controversial movie. Like Green Book is the other controversial movie. This is a movie where. Did you correctly represent the LGBT community in a way that Freddie Mercury's life actually was an icon for?
Yeah.
Probably not. But there were so many better choices than this. Black Klansman was my third favorite movie of the year. If Beale Street Could Talk is directed by Barry Jenkins, the guy who made Moonlight, so you know it's good. It hasn't come to South Africa yet. That's only 2 weeks' time. But don't put too much stock in awards. I think just enjoy the festivities.
Exactly.
How do you compare two pieces of art? It's weird.
It's very tough, man. It's very tough.
And should you? Who cares?
Exactly. But hey, an award's an award.
It's got to be nice to have one.
Gotta be nice to
I
have
bet
one.
you all these actors are like, oh, who cares, until they go home empty-handed.
Exactly. JP Sebastian, thank you very much, my brother. Really appreciate it, giving you a roundup of all the action that took place at the Golden Globes. We're not done yet. Right now, we're focusing on the fashion.